Support for City Series boys basketball is provided by the Akron Public Schools Career Education Department at 330-761-3131 or apscareers.com.
Hello and welcome to high school basketball here at APS 15. Dave Schick is who I am, and alongside me is Joe Bakansky, and Peter George is on your camera. You can't see him because he'll be moving the camera for you, but we are here in beautiful Buchtel High School as Buchtel welcomes the Garfield Rams to come into town here. Their first meeting we have on our broadcast waves here. You just missed a heartwarming rendition of the students doing the national anthem because they couldn't get it to actually play on the tape player or whatever they had for the PA system. So the Buchtel students sang it for us, and the entire crowd, it was heartwarming. Sports moments. You don't get a ton of them, but that was one. It touched me, Peter. It touched me, Joe. I thought it was good. Joe, here, as we're about ready for the tip, I'll get your starters for you as we get it underway. The Griffins take the tip as they come in as the league leaders here in the City Series. The Rams with 3 wins so far on the seasons, but brand new jerseys. They look good. Swarming in front of our cameras here, and a smart play will stay Griffin ball as we'll go over the starters for the Griffins. Number 3, Crenshaw Waters. Number 20, Derek Rucker. Number 10, Derek Harvey Jr. Number 21, Jared Purrier. And number 13, Miller Bird. In front of you is Crenshaw Waters looking to inbound, and he does so to Rucker. On the other, oh, sorry, go ahead, Joe.
No, go ahead. Waters in our last telecast had a big, or 2 telecasts ago, had the game-winning shot with no time on the clock as Buchtel escaped at Kenmore to stay tied for first in City Series play.
Didn't you give him Career Education Player of the Game?
Sure did. He just turned it over there. Miles Davis the other way off of the turnover for his first 2. Go ahead and get Garfield starters.
Garfield starters, number 2, Taquan Mango. Number 34, Nolan Palmer. Number 1, Teonte Blanchard. Number 12, Daquan Davenport. And number 20, Miles Davis, your score last time down. I did not get the score the other way, though. Number 3?
No. Purrier.
For the 3.
4-3.
4-3.
Foul on Miller Bird, his first. Teams first. Buchtel going to bring full court pressure against the Rams. Miles Davis going to bring it up.
A little different starting lineup than we saw last time covering the Griffins as well. Good rebound underneath, not able to convert, back the other way.
Rucker in traffic, he loses it and turned it right back over.
And we're going to have out of bounds, Griffin ball. We're also right off of a double overtime JV game.
Give us time to get our sea legs.
Did you see that, Joe?
What did he do?
Oh, who was it? Daquan Davenport. I think he had gum in his hand or in his pocket. He dropped it on the floor.
Well, where else is there to put it?
Picked it up, put it in his mouth.
5-second rule. Rebound.
Griffins.
Yeah, they're going to pressure even off the misses. Nolan Palmer pulls down the rebound. Just got it ahead.
On the tip, where we started the.
And saying it was tipped to no avail.
I have our first substitution coming in. It is going to be Dylan Brown, number 15 for the Griffins. A very quick substitution here for Coach White.
He replaces Miller Bird, who looks like he might have caught a knee in the calf.
That's a Charlie horse.
Yeah. Brown with it in the corners. Waters missed his first, but nails his second.
2 threes in a row for them on the corner. 6-2 your score, just under 6 minutes here in the first quarter. Short arm pass up front, knocked out of his hands, and it goes off of him out of bounds. Great defense, hits our cameras, watch out.
Great hands.
Peter going to be taken onto the court by Davenport.
Yeah,
on a big
Davenport
play.
with great hands, and then the ball goes off of Rutgers' foot.
Ball inbounds, trying to get into the forecourt. Push there. Great help defense here.
Off of Waters, off of his thigh.
Inbounds this one to Davis.
They got to get that ball out of the corner.
He does, but through a triple team, tips it to his teammate. Good heads-up IQ play by the Griffins in the backcourt. On the score,
Purrier, 2 more for him.
he's got 5. 5:18 here in the first quarter. Big rebound up over top. Tries to turn back around, can't get it.
The
Brings it
pressure making
outside.
Garfield play fast.
That's what they try and do, get you to play faster than you want to.
And Buchtel, we haven't seen this energy in our coverage of them this year. They come out with their quickest start to date. 10-2, just like that.
Purrier, he had the floater.
Yeah, he did. And then Derek Harvey just hit that one. So Purrier with 5, Harvey with 2, and Waters with a 3 ball. 10-2, just like that.
5 minutes left here in the first quarter.
Hey,
Hey,
you're listening to City Series basketball here on APS 15. Supported by the Akron Public Schools, offering open enrollment, which allows Akron students to transfer to other Akron schools for specialized studies. Akron Public Schools at akronschools.com. Rams with a new look this year. Coach Audley McGill comes over all those championship seasons on the girls' end at Firestone, comes back to his alma mater, Dave, to take control. A little bit of a reclamation and rebuilding project for them. Garfield won 1 game, I believe, last year, but like I said, he's already got 3 wins in the series, playing a tough non-conference schedule, trying to get this team back to respectability.
to me, a bit of an odd transfer to go from having much more talent on the girls' side to back over here.
Alma mater.
That could be a big sway, as we've seen at this side, even up to the professional realms, as Harbaugh went back to Michigan.
Yep,
from the pros.
No, he'll. That's a good hire. They needed to make a big hire. Rebound pulled down, and 5th turnover already for the Rams, and that is a recipe for disaster.
When you play the Griffins the entire week, a lot of it should be spent on press breakers, not really figuring out the offense, but you got to get the ball into the forecourt to get anything started. Just breaking the press, how to do it, what to do. Not to pick up that dribble too often. Moving it around well, the Griffins.
Yeah, they did a nice job of making the extra pass. Nice leak out here. And finishing on the other end, Devontae Lash.
Lash with his first 2 coming off the bench. Devontae Lash and Cortez West, number 32, off the bench for the Rams. Inside, turnover Griffins, back the other way. Up to Lash, a little bit with the elbow. Gets it to put in. Great length for Lash.
Lash is beating Buchtel down the floor right now.
A surprise in my estimation why he wasn't in the starting lineup. I'm sure the coach has good reason, but come out so far with a quick 2 points and a rebound.
Rucker line drive, can't get it to go, and that'll stay with the Griffins.
.328 here in the first quarter. 10-6 with the Griffins leading. Trying to get underneath. The battle down low. You can see it close up here. Tipped at us. And
good decision by Cortez West as he was straddling that line. He said, nah, I think it's out on him. He was right. Called it out on Rucker.
Inbound, he does. Into the forecourt. Loses it and does continue following it out of bounds, which makes it Griffin ball. 6 turnovers.
You break the pressure. If you don't have numbers, you need to set up your offense.
Yeah, and we'll have a substitution. Coming in will
Miles
be Miles
Davis
Davis, back from the starting lineup as well. as Dylan Brown for the Griffins, number 15.
Replaces DeQuan Mingo for the Rams.
Try and let you guys know we're at a little different vantage point from some of our higher spots at Kenmore, or even if this was home at Garfield, it's a little higher. Big rebound there, goes in, contact going up, and he'll go to the line to shoot a couple more. Puryear with the rebound offensively.
Yeah, weak side rebounding. Nobody boxing out. He does a nice job of getting to the rack, getting it up, drawing contact. Fouls on Tiante Blanchard, his first.
Ball goes in and out.
Miller Bird back in, Talon Simpson for the first time. Him and Rucker give them their best inside rebounding activity, that's for sure.
Makes the second as Puryear. Right off of his foot.
Cannot
Unlucky
dribble
bounce
through
by
the
Blanchard.
pressure.
I don't know about it's just a bad dribble, Joe. I'm not saying you can't get through the pressure.
There's a double team there.
Goes off your foot, it
Why
goes off
dribble?
your foot.
Has it worked? 7 turnovers so far.
My question is, how do you play with long sleeves?
I don't. Or the pant. I get the tight thing. I don't.
I'm not.
That was a foul. Goodness, Puryear got hacked on the shot. No call. Davenport with the rebound in traffic.
Back the other way. That one's going to be off. Should be off Buchtel's foot, but let's see.
That behind the back attempt down 5 got Coach McGill out of his seat in a hurry. He had numbers there. You want to finish.
Sets it for the 3, fakes it, goes inside. Lots of contact. Yeah. And this isn't a contact sport. Should be on Rucker.
As soon as that arm goes down, it becomes an easy call.
At the line will be.
Even you would have got that one right, I think.
Ouch. 32 at the line, first time tonight.
Cortez West swishes the first one.
Big guys coming off the bench so far. Lash with 4, now West with 1.
Yeah, keeping them in the game. Since they came in, you know, they've outscored 5-1 run here to get back in the ball game.
Makes both. 11-8 your score, 2:35 here in the first quarter. Waits for Rucker to get in the forecourt. Sets up in the half-court offense. Offense looks much more competent here, you know, against Garfield compared to what we saw against the Orangemen. Much better interior defenders on that team. Two bigs down low.
Nolan Palmer back in. He'll replace Davenport.
Now they got all 5 back for this press. Let the ball go in and out. Turn it over, back the other way. Contact.
Turnover city so far.
4 for the Griffins on the other end. Tried to get a charge, but kind of fell backwards before it happened.
Got to get a body on Devontae Lash.
Yeah, Lash.
2 more inside.
Kind of finds a present in his lap and delivers it like Sig Nick.
And more of what we've seen, the Griffins' inability to rebound has really hurt them. Steele on the other end, all the way down, and look at this. After the 10-2 start out that timeout, Garfield takes their first lead.
Yeah, here with 1:45 in the first quarter. The tip, he wasn't the quickest one out there to make a play, and it made the Rams allow to get it. We're going to have a foul on West. It'll be his first as well.
Dave, we've had the Griffins 3 times, and where we've seen them struggle, they did not rebounded the basketball very well, and they've turned it over more than usual. And if you're going to not rebound it well, you really got to take good care of it and get better shot selection.
We've seen them fall, I think, my opinion, fall in love with the 3 a little too much. Not try to continue to try and get shots like that. I think that's a good shot, even though he missed it.
Yep, nice contention. Nolan Palmer goes high to get the rebound. West is cut off, but he finds Lash, and oh my goodness.
Blocked by Rucker, now he's trying to go in. 3-2 break, goes up, scoops it, gets it. Rucker with his first points in the game.
He earned those, coast to coast.
Got the block, took it coast to coast, another block.
Another block. And I think that's off of Garfield. Oh, no, it stays.
Back-to-back blocks. This one by Jared Purrier. I hate when I don't put them in numerical order, my little roster here. Makes
And
it harder
sometimes
for me.
even when you do, it doesn't matter.
No.
West open for a second. Makes
Gives
the
it
extra
outside.
pass.
Doesn't get it. Purrier with the rebound, his second rebound in the contest.
Real
now we're
active
under
first
50,
quarter for him.
50 seconds here in the first quarter. It's been electric so far.
O'Shea Foster in with it right now for the first time. Purrier another drive. He loves that floater, but that one gets rejected.
Miles Davis with the rebound, sends it up. Can't get it to go in. Rebound taken by Sims. Back the other way, Rucker slows it down. Up top, fakes it, goes into the basket. Goes in, blocks it back
Again.
to half court. Wants a second one. This time,
I love his
move.
activity, though. So what? You got your shot blocked twice. You just got 2 points because you stayed with it.
Head faked him to get in there and got it. This time they go up, and Mango can't get it to go in, but he will go to the line.
Offensive foul.
No, he won't. As you said, offensive foul. I thought potentially that could have been on Rucker, would have swayed things a bit. His second would have been his second in the first quarter. Now with 12.2, they find themselves up 3 still.
Mango just a little bit out of control there, Dave.
I would say the Rams playing well fast against the Griffins. Most teams don't. Going up, had too long, didn't look at the clock. So at the end of the first quarter, we're going to have it be 12-15 here in Buchtel as they look to continue on here in the second quarter. And as I said, a team that played, I think, pretty well in the first quarter, fast against Buchtel. First kind of let it get away, but then had a little streak of their own to make it a 3-point ball game.
Way too many turnovers on both sides. 14 turnovers. The team that takes care of the basketball is going to be the team that gets the advantage in this one. After that great 10-2 run by the Griffs, Garfield gets back into it with a 10-2 run of their own. But in between quarters, let me let you know that C-Series basketball here on APS 15, supported by Akron Public Schools, offering the universal breakfast program to ensure a free breakfast for every student. Akron Public Schools at akronschools.com. Buchtel Griffins right now sit away a 3-way tie for City Series supremacy. They lost here at home in the first go-around to the Akron Ellett Orangemen. Ellett in turn lost at Firestone for their one loss. Firestone has one loss at all. I believe it's to Buchtel. And 1-1-1. There it is, partner.
Start of the second quarter. With the ball is going to be Nolan Palmer.
Both teams playing 2-3. You usually see Buchtel play more man. They have pressed a lot, but a lot of zone in the half court.
Great drive into the basket, even though another block for Harvey. 3 blocks so far in the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd take Harvey on my team.
I would continue to get penetration and have Mango go to the basket.
Harvey with the rebound.
Up the floor and a foul. Wrapped him up.
Good foul. The only thing better would have been to get him a half step before, and it would have been on the floor. Right before he goes up, you get him there, partner, around the foul line. Keeps him from shooting free throws. But another explosive play by Derek Rucker.
Blanchard, his second foul for the Rams. Rucker.
What that old guy say to you when you were playing? More lift on your shot. Rucker's the same way, line drive. It's got to be perfect when it's that trajectory. Yeah, it's got no chance to go unless it's perfect. Lash has got to go up with 2 hands there, but he gets a break as it goes off of.
It was off of him.
It goes off of Brown's knee, according to the pinstripes.
Agree to disagree. I don't like when as a referee you're like,
travel.
No, it's off of you. Who cares who it's off of? Just give me a direction. That's what I was told by another senior referee. You don't say who it went off of. You just say blue, white, red. You don't have to say the rest of it.
I've had a couple of the pinstripes on this game, and
Doesn't matter.
You know, some officials like to be the show. Let's just put it at that, leave it at that. And some don't. Nice pass.
Stepped out of bounds.
That's not Harvey. That's court presence by Sims.
And really, he was in bounds. It's just that little step back.
Yeah, a little drop step when he didn't need it. He needs that when he's facing the other way on the block.
6 turnovers for the Griffins so far in the game. Into the corner for Mango. Mango. Turn it over.
Pass
I want you to have one more. Now you got 10. Great hands there for another turnover. Who was that? Let's see.
We got
Nolan
the wrong
Palmer.
guys handling the ball. That's what. Too many guys. Oh, that is from 25 feet for Lash.
23 feet.
And that one
worse.
was 23 feet. O'Shea Foster, Rucker with the run out. And a
Nice
great
hands
block.
again. Unbelievable.
Up and down we go, although a point hasn't been scored yet in the second quarter. It's good to play quick, but these teams are playing fast, out of control. Freak Vincent in for the first time. Jared Purrier back in as well. Good hands by O'Shea Foster.
Comes in Purrier, looks down court, has it. Reserves the ball back to
There's a nice
him.
ball fake.
Yeah, Brown. That's going to be on Brown, his second foul. That's a tough one to call.
I know, that's just.
Looking to inbound. Oh, on the leak out. No dunk, just get the points. That's Lash. He's got his first points in the second quarter, 8 so far in the game. Bring the ball up is O'Shea Foster.
No safety there. That was cover 0, partner. No safety help.
That was Hail Mary.
And it was answered, and then some. They'll get Nolan Palmer on the overplay. 5 team fouls apiece. That's Palmer's first. So no bonus yet.
Even both ways, pretty close.
Garfield stays in the 2-3. Good hands. West. Oh. You know what? That's a foul.
What? Bouncing the ball?
No, it was a foul on
Oh.
Purrier after he threw it away. He got bailed out with the jump ball call. That reach in at half court, to me, that's automatic.
It's a definite advantage.
Sims gets the loose ball. He cannot find the hole. Freak Vincent does, though.
Yeah. Vincent with 2.
That's Buchtel's first 2. Too many droughts for the Buchtel offense this year. Another one there of about 3 minutes, but their pressure doing the job. 13 turnovers now for Garfield.
Good short jumper. Can't get it to go. Rebound. Back the other way by West. Up top. Hey, who's got that guy?
Nobody.
His name's Devontae Lash, and he's got 10 points. Coming into the lane, and they're not going to give you a bailout call on that one. Lash with a rebound. Back the other way. Short jumper.
Yeah, you almost don't have time to write anything down today.
A little fast. A little fast.
Throw it up, guys. We'll get there.
Rebound by Vincent. We'll have a foul to slow it down for us to catch up, taking stats here on our own. Listen to Dave Schick, Joe Bakansky here on APS 15. The Buchtel Griffins home here against the Garfield Rams. Lots of subs coming in.
Yeah, Nolan Palmer picked up his second personal there, Dave, for the Rams. He'll go back to the bench. And it looks like number 40, Lloyd Provitt, in for the first time for Garfield. Going to replace him.
Definitely a different look for
Dylan Brown with a nice cut, really a slash to the basket, that gap cut.
In the corner for a three.
Why not?
Can't
You're
get
hot.
it in.
Good activity on the boards, but they can't get the loose ball.
Runs right on by it. Waters with the rebound, takes it coast to coast block. Rucker gets it. He goes up and he's got in one.
That's just effort play right there by Derek Rucker. Just wanted that more than everybody else and got there.
Well, the point I was trying to make is in the past, before the Rams not really, they're playing more like the Griffins we've seen. They're using a lot of their bench, and they have some talent coming off the bench as well. You look at Lash off the bench, leading scorer. Cortez has got 2 rebounds, 2 points. As Rucker gets the and one 3-point play. So getting some production off the bench as well.
Just like that, a 6-point lead for the Griffins. Miles Davis with good body control in the air.
A good drive to the basket as well. Rucker trying to go to the basket. He'll stop in the key. Into the corner for 2. A long one not there, but a rebound taken down, goes up. And Waters gets that to go in off the offensive board.
And
2 in a row for the Griffins, offensive board and a score.
Garfield doing a good job on the offensive glass.
Quick shots here by the Rams here in the second quarter.
Yeah,
Taking
you're
the other
open,
way.
but you can get that another way. And now here comes Buchtel again.
Harvey with 2 off the rebound.
Almost an instant replay of what he did in the first quarter. That's
Being
the
able
shot
to
you
slash
want.
on the right side. They get the rebound inside. Touched, and we'll have a foul. He'll shoot from the line.
Yeah, great look there by Davenport.
3:26 here in the second. Derek Harvey, his first foul.
And you got to wonder, is the Buchtel pressure going to wear down Garfield?
And shooting well from the line are the Rams.
Oh, there it is.
3 for 3.
Jinxie cat. Provitt in the books with his first.
They hold no jinx.
Yep, and that wasn't even close. Nice job, partner. Harvey takes a rebound. Too many wide open looks here in the second quarter. Waters knocks that down.
Oh boy, on the floor. Oh, gets it out nicely. Now he's got to find the open man. He's there in the corner. Down the baseline, and we got a block. Great job by Devontae Lash off the bench. He
1-1.
He shot 2 threes, missed them both. This time faked the shot, got him a little off balance, and then went to the hole. Are we in 1-1?
Nope.
Nope.
Next foul. 9-point lead, biggest for the Griffins so far. They're going to go back to the bench, bring Vincent back in. He's going to replace Brown, leaving with those 3 personal fouls. How'd they get it in there?
Oh boy. And a jump.
Stays with the Rams.
Just under 3 minutes here in the second quarter. Got a 9-point lead, 28-19. Takes the ball in to Davis. In the corner, Provitt, Davis into the other side, Mango. Nice look inside. Lash just short. Can't get it to go in. Rebound taken by Harvey, back the other way. Sets up the offense. Right in front of our cameras here to Rucker. Down the baseline. You see the big dribble up. And he saves it in.
Fouled.
Tip there. And quick hands for them.
Keeps hustling.
Gets the ball going back the other way. 14 turnovers.
Waters
now have a foul.
Yeah, Waters did a nice job there of creating the contact, but not pushing off. He gets the line to shoot 2. But how about Harvey, who got fouled, did not foul on this end, went back to half court, got the steal.
Off the
He's
tip.
got an explosive first step. I mean, it's explosive.
And Waters.
Let's just say if I guard if I draw the assignment on Rucker, I'm gonna dare him to shoot the three. I'm gonna be like, go ahead, because if I try to guard you, you're going right by me. Right by me. Waters 2 for 2 there.
Yep.
9 overall, 6 in the quarter. Double-digit lead for the Griffs.
Yeah, they put 15, matching their first quarter production so far here in the second quarter, and they still have 2 minutes left. In the corner again for Lash. Hey, he can't make it. Rebound back the other way. Provic got it. And who put it in?
Marcus Kidd,
Marcus
his
Kidd.
first 2 just into the game.
That's what I thought.
Provic with a good offensive rebound.
That's a good shot there. You're going to get that's
you'll
a,
take
that's
that.
a good spacing shot.
Not rushed.
You're going to get that shot. If you can make it consistently, you'll do well. And a turnover. Guess what? Back the other way. Turn it back over. Do the Griffins.
Nice swipe.
Running up the floor. Ball fakes it and will keep it.
And
Miles Davis.
Yeah, Miles Davis asked to do a lot of the ball handling for the Rams right now.
Not sure why Mango's not bringing the ball up. Maybe they think they like the additional height and being able to see over the full court press. It seems like they're trying to not making the easy pass always. Some of them inside are great passes.
Yeah, go to him again. I like the move. Kid up and good. Nice job using the left hand.
Harvey with his second. Team 7th. So they'll be in the bonus now for the remaining 125 here in the second quarter. Harvey again off the bench. Bench production has been really great for the Rams.
And I think if you want to beat Buchtel, first of all, you have to.
An unconventional shot, but good rotation.
Lefty.
Right
it always looks good when it's coming from a lefty. But if you want to beat the Griffins, you got to go inside out. You got to establish something on the inside.
I think it helps though too when you they're going to be aggressive. So when you shoot well from the free throw line, that's going to help you as well. Oh,
good
great
hands.
tip. That by Miles Davis.
You gotta respect right now on the road the resiliency of the Rams. Down 8 in the first quarter, they came back to take the lead. Down 11 here in the second quarter, they've come back with a minute 4 to cut it to 6.
Down to 55 seconds here in the second quarter. Fakes the three, gets it to Rucker in the corner, takes it back.
Good hands again.
Tips it back the other way. Nice shot. He has a better foul though. Can't get it to go in. Lash again.
Yep, he shows you can make a living hanging around that offensive glass and fill in the lane.
Nice hard double team in the corner. That's a tough shot over the bigger kid who gets the rebound. Back the other way.
No pun intended.
Trying to put it in, and he gets that one. 2-point lead. And they've disintegrated this double-digit lead that Buchtel had. Now they're looking for the last shot. And they've come back hard. 16 points in this second quarter for the Rams. Gets it, can't get it going. Lash with the rebound, 1.1, throws it up.
Oh,
off
great
the
effort.
rim. Couldn't get it to go in. And that's how we'll end this first half. It's been dynamic. The Buchtel Griffins are going to be leading at 30-28 over the Rams here in the first half. We'll be back before the second half starts for first half stats. You're watching high school City Series basketball right here on APS 15. All right, ready to start the second half here. Joe Bukansky, Dave Schick here on APS 15. Joe has our first half stats.
For the visiting Rams, they were led by Devontae Lash off the bench, 12 points and 5 rebounds. Miles Davis chipped in with 8. And in a short stint, Marcus Kidd popped in 5 points in that 8-0 run the last 2 minutes of the first half. For the Griffins, they are led by Krishawn Waters, 9 points and 2 boards. Jared Puryear with a big first quarter, 8 points. And Derek Rucker with 5 points and 3 rebounds as they've kind of spread it out as usual. Getting ready for the second half, Buchtel ball.
Yeah, interesting as I looked at our book that has all the information for the players that we get in the beginning of the year. two guys over 6'3", and the Rams had him sitting on the bench to start the game. As they'll start with a turnover.
That's
Yay.
number 16. Nice segue, Dave. They turned it over 15 times. If they want a chance to win, they can't turn it over another 15 in this half. Starting in the second half, you got Waters, Purrier, Harvey, Rucker, and then the one change, Amir Sullivan going to take the role at the point guard. Plays JV, so he's probably eligible to play these 2 quarters. Fade away.
A little shimmy fade away.
Getting high. Rucker gets another.
His 4th rebound.
He's gotten his shot blocked. He's more accustomed to blocking shots. He's gotten it blocked a few times today, but they retain possession.
He's got 4 boards, 2 of them offensive. I think that's probably one of his bigger strengths, just being able to get that offensive board. No board on that one as he's able to go to the lane. Purrier starts the second half scoring. Turnover again for them, 17 now. They get it back, though, and they go up. We got a foul, and he'll go to the line. This one going to be on Purrier.
It's hard to go behind the back when you're in traffic. It looks nice when it works, but when it doesn't, it doesn't. Buchtel's only turned it over. That's the 8th for them. Another smooth left hand. A lot of nice left-handed strokes in the City Series this year, Dave. We're partial, a little bit.
I always love when you play guys for, like, you feel like you play like a couple games and then they're like, oh wait, you're left-handed? Did you not know that?
I had kids in class, they're like, it's like March, and they're like, you're left-handed? I've only been right in front of you guys for, I don't know, 8 months. Yep, still left-handed.
Did you hear that Kobe's going to start shooting left-handed, Kobe Bryant? Because he has a torn rotator cuff on his right arm. I can shoot left-handed.
He's going to get surgery, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. It was a joke that he wasn't going to come out. That's why God gave me 2 hands. Start shooting left-handed.
Rebound and then turns it right back over to the Griffins.
If he would play left-handed, I would definitely go get tickets.
I'd watch that.
I would watch it. Just to watch him struggle. Great ball movement by the Griffins inside to Rucker.
Yeah, you said it. High post, man. The equalizer, that 2-3 zone. Buchtel back to the pressure.
Nice job by Rucker. Pushes the ball ahead to his teammate, and he had the hand in on it to start the defensive play.
Solomon is hammered to the floor, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2. And Blanchard, the victim of trying to dribble through pressure there.
Palmer picks up his 3rd foul.
And that's what Coach McGill is talking to him about right now. Solomon in and out on the first one.
Did he even play the first half?
No, I think he played JVs, which would make him, if he played 3 JV quarters, you can play 5 quarters.
Well, with the overtimes, he played about 6 quarters.
I don't know if he played in the overtimes. And does that count? That probably doesn't count.
Probably doesn't count.
Oh, great hands by Waters. He takes it, but he can't finish.
Guess who has the offensive board?
Yeah, they better find him quick because it looks like it could be another Rucker explosion if not. 9 now for Rucker, just like that. Buchtel back up a touchdown.
Great job finding players on the court, but their own teammates are trying to get the same ball.
Oh, wow. Nice hook shot.
Powered it in.
Old school. Daquan Davenport.
Moses Malone type shot.
Yes, nice reference. Again into that high post. You think that was a point of emphasis in the halftime talk? Waters gets the loose ball. Should have shot it there.
Yeah. Turn it over, back the other way. Slows up, comes by. Didn't get a good shot at all.
Buchtel back on the attack. Pull up by Rucker. It never got to the rim. Never got over the rim, but Harvey gets the rebound. And Buchtel doing a great job on the offensive glass.
Yeah, and we saw this in the beginning of the first quarter when they got out early and they had to battle their way back to the Rams. It happened in the second quarter. Buchtel came out to start the quarter and they had to battle back to make it a 2-point game. And at some point you just don't have the energy to battle back. I think they're trying to keep this close now, knowing in the second half it gets harder to climb back up that hill each time.
Yep. Harvey knocks down both free throws. Buchtel going to bring more full court pressure. Diamond press.
Broke the press nicely to get a good shot. Still a very quick shot.
Rashawn Waters, good rebounding guard. He's got 4. Solomon with good speed, catch-up speed to keep that from going out of bounds.
Well, you said it, partner. Let's get to the high post, and they do, and they'll take a timeout to talk it over as Harvey's got 6 points here in the third quarter.
Yeah, they found a vulnerability in that zone. Yeah, they found the vulnerability in that zone, and they haven't shot 1 3 yet, partner. They're making a concerted effort to get that ball inside. C-Series basketball here on APS 15, supported by Akron Public Schools with student opportunities in visual arts, including drawing, painting, ceramic, sculpture, photography, and computer design. Akron Public Schools at akronschools.com. Also on the website, you can find highlights of City Series basketball action, this game, and many others. It's to be a tight race that should go down possibly to the final week to determine those 2 teams that get into the championship game. Rucker with another steal, and he's heating up, partner. He misses that one, though.
Went
nice
right,
and one.
Right into the contact.
Why does he blow the whistle a second time?
I don't know. No idea, Joe.
Were you coached to do that at your officiating?
No.
No.
I
didn't think so.
There's so many little nuances that make it your personal touch. Some guys, when they chop the clock, they come down. Some like to use their fist. Some guys don't come down. One guy, when he counts, he goes like this. He keeps his hand up. It looks weird. I don't know.
Rucker rips down the rebound.
He's got 6 rebounds. Baseline going right into the hole. Can't get it to fall in.
How'd that thing not go in?
He had a weird angle.
Uh-huh.
That he was kind of behind the backboard and had to come back over to
they're going to go
try and
big
make
here.
the basket.
They're going to go to Kidd. Purrier for 3.
Not
It's
there.
long.
Great outlet pass. I don't know why he passed it, though, into contact.
It looked great, though. Davis, 2 more for him. He's got 14.
Lash has got his 6th rebound on the outlet pass.
Again,
Very
the high post.
Kevin Love-like.
It was. That's a foul. In traffic.
And they're still hanging around
They
as
are.
Davenport
They just will
gets
not
his
go
5th
away.
rebound. Joe and I making a prediction at halftime where we thought this game would go. Joe doesn't want to give his out.
No, I'm going to talk about that.
It's exciting
What
stuff
you're
to talk
talking
about. Harvey with his 3rd foul.
Dylan Brown back in with those 3 personal fouls. Never had nights like that. It's really hard to get in the flow when you in foul trouble early, and that could have been number 4.
What is that call?
Bailout call?
You
No
could have
charge?
gave the charge. You could have gave a block.
That's the bailout call. No, neither, right?
You can't say it wasn't.
I'm not sure if I'm saying like, yeah, we'll just do that. Split the difference. I'm not sure if it was a charge or block. Out on you.
I'm not against that call but it definitely wasn't a charge. He was moving.
Oh, that's just an impossible pass to handle.
Oh,
And then 2 bad passes.
Hey, behind the back don't shoot a 3. We already talked about it. No more
Set up
threes
the
here.
offense. Thank you.
Hey, you know who's in? Marcus Kidd. Get that guy the ball.
He is working hard. Don't
Nice
say
job
and
by
one,
Blanchard.
though. Blanchard, his first 2. 2 bad passes, but a great effort to get it up. And it's back to a 3-point game.
Weather the storm so far. That's a great look. Great positioning behind the backboard, and the zone kind of lost him a little bit.
Sims couldn't catch it clean, and then he lost his seam. Now Buchtel, we got to test their composure here. Is
3:26 left here in the third quarter.
looks like they're trying to play a little faster.
3-point game. He's got a weird. He shoots too low for how tall you are.
Sims, oh, you know what? I think he traveled before he got fouled.
You got to push first.
And, yeah, but if I'm Sims, you got to get that ball to a guard. Do what you do best, and that's rebound. He showed you right there. And then get down the floor. He just has not been able to get in the flow yet today. Plenty of game left though.
Maybe a reason why he wasn't in the starting lineup. Bad practice week.
There he is in the high post. Lash with good hands,
Seventh
but
rebound
Rucker with better hands and one.
He's got 8 in the quarter.
And it's the second time he's gotten a basket off of his own steal here in the third quarter.
His third for Blanchard. Rucker trying to get the 3-point play. He shoots horribly from the line.
Just a laser beam.
The thing is when he shoots a jump shot, it doesn't look like that.
Nice pass.
Great look. Found him underneath in the air.
Hey, how did that
Lasher
open up like that?
I think
we
they
had a few
expected him to
Griffins
go
leaking
out of bounds.
Yeah, I think we had a couple Griffins leaking out on the break, and the hustle pays off dividends for the Rams.
2:30 here in the third quarter. 3-point game.
That's a
Three
big
ball
shot
up.
by Sullivan. Quick timeout by Coach White. His first 3 of the game takes it to a 6-point game. 2:22 left in the third quarter. And Akron City Series basketball here on APS 15 is supported by the Akron Public Schools, online at akronschools.com. Akron Public Schools, smart choice. Timeouts are quick. I got to get them in quick.
It's only a 30.
Derek Rucker with a big third quarter, 8, 13 overall. Also in double figures for the Griffins, Jared Purrier with 10.
Yeah, but Blanchard also with 6 in the quarter, as well as Miles Davis with 4. So they've kind of, it was only a 2-point ball game at halftime.
Davis with a dozen overall, the only player in double figures for the Rams.
And if you remember how we finished the second quarter, very similar situation, and the Rams executed very well the last 2 minutes of the quarter. They don't execute very well the first 2 minutes, the last 2. Great drive, even with the block.
Lash gets it and gets it up. Hit on the elbow. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
He's got 8 boards.
He got for 8. All right.
And
he's a guy you're not going to out-jump. You have to get a body on him. Lean but long. You got to get a body on him.
I think they were checking to see if he was okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because he technically got hit in the head, and he kind of fluttered his eyes a little bit, and it is very, very sensitive to the concussion issue.
Yeah.
You know, maybe he felt like he got hit a little bit. He got up right away, and sometimes the symptoms from a concussion aren't like you just lay down on the court and black out, but you kind of, it comes in a wave. Misses the first. Makes the second.
His first point of the second half. He has 13.
Sims almost lost it. Lost one of their players into the referee.
But he got back in time.
Watch out. Turned the ball over, though.
Yeah, Garfield, too much speed to.
14 turnovers for them so far. Great turn. The other side floats it up and in.
I'll tell you what. Blanchard is out of control, but when it's going good, it's going good. Another turnover. Yep. Blanchard he's making the Griffins play fast, and he's the kind of guy. It's like a race car driver who's not taking the foot off the gas on the corner. Sometimes it's going to go great, and sometimes he's going to crash into the wall. Right now, it's going great though.
To me, I think he's playing fast, but he's playing smart. Why did you run all the way back?
I don't know, but he got the steal.
You got the steal, but now you got to go back into the forecourt.
Nice ball fake. He continues to attack, and he hits the floor hard. And as I say out of control, I mean fifth gear. Sometimes it's good to go back down to third gear, but right now fifth gear is working for him and for the Rams.
And they got a warning. I could hear it. Went to O'Shea Foster because when he ran around him, he kind of flicked his feet out. He's like, don't flick your feet out again.
Blanchard to the line to shoot 2.
Hit Rucker with the foul, his second.
Can't get the first one to go. Scoreless in the first half, but a big 8-point third quarter for Blanchard.
1:31 here in the third. As you can see, a 3-point ball game. Nails that one. Dave Schick, Joe Bakansky. We're here in Buchtel.
Garfield going to bring some pressure
And they're
down.
holding on to the 2-point lead. A tip into the half court, and
Turnover.
that's a great call.
Yep, that's the right call. Bad luck for Rucker, but
The correct call, I
Yep.
think.
hey, we give credit when it's due.
Hey, if you're a player, you're happy with the right call. You know when you fouled. You're not always happy you got caught doing it.
Yeah.
But you know when you did it. Oh, that should be 3-point. That should be 3 shots.
Yeah, it's a
Gotta let
bad
him-
shot, but he did get fouled.
Gotta let him land.
And now Buchtel playing a little bit out of control.
Oh, come on. Bad job by Cortez West. Trying to dribble too much.
Things getting rough and sloppy. This is kind of a way for the
How many
And-
turnovers? I have 21 for Garfield and 17 for Buchtel. Is that right?
I got 23 for
Okay.
Garfield, 15 for Buchtel.
Okay.
But, I mean, there's no doubt it's been sloppy.
Define turnover because there's been a lot of
Loose ball.
bad basketball possession-wise.
Just, again, you handle the pressure by attacking numbers, but when you play fast, out of your comfort zone fast, then you're creating your own turnovers off that pressure.
Very consistent basketball game so far. This one a close one here with 104 left. But both teams right at about 15 points per quarter.
Foul's
We
going to
got
be on the
102.
Rams. 5th personal. That's the old hand check rule.
That's a push.
And by hand check, I mean tackle.
Pushing them out of the way. They had
There hasn't been
Mango
a hand
for
check
3
called today, by the way.
for 3 fouls, not 2. I had them for 2, but they had
It's
3.
3.
there. Under a minute now here in the second quarter. This one looking to summarize where we were at the end of the half. Ball not there. Rebound Sims.
Good
outside
rebound by
Purrier.
Sims.
Purrier coming through. Sims' third rebound. He's going to bring it back out.
And that's really saving Buchtel has been their offensive rebounding.
Another great shot. I mean, that's an open shot.
Just can't knock
Lash,
it down.
his 9th rebound.
Chance to tie or
ahead.
take the lead again for the
Oh,
Rams.
great look, but he didn't continue through the lane. That's been a horrible shot all night.
Yeah, that was a good look there. Rucker with another block.
His third block. And they'll take it over.
Lash had that one in and out. That would have gave him the lead.
9 points into the corner. Purrier for 3.
Big
Nails it.
shot. The in and out on this end, and then Purrier with the dagger on the other end.
That one up in the air. Front rim for them the second time to end the quarter. So they extend their lead as they have a big 19-point third quarter to get to 49. But right behind them still was a 16-point quarter by the Rams to be at 44. So not quite out of it. Outside of that big shot, we would have had a 2-point game here going into the fourth quarter.
Set up for a good finish. City Series basketball here on APS 15, supported by Akron Public School Career Education, where adult vocational services have been providing career training to adult learners for almost 60 years now. Over 350,000 people have enrolled in customized programs designed to meet the ever-changing needs of Akron area business, industry, and government. For more information, apscareers.com. See how I updated that spot there?
I did.
Because it was, but you know, we've had it for,
Yeah.
bam.
See? Probably the 350,000 should be updated too.
Yeah, that's too bad. I can't go much higher than that number, counting-wise.
We should get new numbers, Peter. Tell Ryan, our producer, we need new numbers. It could be at 400,000. We could be giving it wrong information.
He'll give you a new number.
You know what else you know what else I just noticed? It's
Unlisted one.
Freaking me out. We have 3 officials and they're all bald. It's kind of freaking me out now.
That's what's in, maybe.
That may be. Chic.
I'm on my way. 3-pointer to start the 4th quarter. Miles Davis locks it up. That was their first 3 of the game. Wow, what in the world was that?
Dunked it and missed it. Got away with possibly a charge as well.
It was 40 feet in the air. Talon Sims with another rebound. Another. Can't get it to go. Garfield, another chance to tie or take the lead. Man, the action is fast.
It seemed like he wasn't close to dunking it because it went pretty high. I'm surprised it didn't hit anything up there. And I thought he got away with
up
a bit of a charge to do it.
Yeah.
I didn't see the contact close up because I was just watching to see what the dunk was going to be.
What could have been a momentum changer.
2-point ball game. Just a mere 30 seconds into this quarter. Big crossover into the lane, into contact, up and gets the end one. Cortez West, his first points here in the 4th quarter. He hasn't got the ball in the cylinder since the 1st quarter, 2 from the line. 2 dormant quarters. And now this one, a big crossover at the top of the key, into the lane and into contact. Waters with his first foul for the Griffins.
And the lead in the 4th quarter on the road against the team tied for first. This would definitely be Coach McGill's biggest win since returning to his alma mater. Sims to the hole with great power up. He just cannot get a roll today, but he goes to the line to shoot 2.
Foul is going to be on number 12, Daquan Davenport, his second, but the team's 6th. So next foul, we're going to have bonus on both sides with a glorious 7 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. Sims continues the
in and out.
Hard streak, can't get that one in. Substitution comes in, bringing in Dylan Brown. We had friends that named their daughter Dylan.
It's pretty. Agree to disagree?
Agree to disagree. I was like, so they had a boy named Dylan. No, it's a girl. All right.
Okay.
That's good.
That's going to be over the back on Lash.
His first. I got him for. He had such a big first. He had 12 in the first half. He's got 1 point in the 3rd quarter, and he's got 9 rebounds. Played well. First foul, but as I preluded to, we're going to be shooting 3 throws for the next hour and a half. That's the 4th quarter. No, just in the 4th quarter.
Speaking of playing well, the Cavs are up 12.
7 minutes here in the 4th. Misses, and Lash gets the rebound for his 10th.
Out of control, out of control.
Rucker with a rebound, his 7th. Takes it down, another hard hit. They're playing him physical.
It's not.
Who shot the 3 throw last time we were down here?
It's not basketball. It's basketball-ish.
I don't remember.
Foul's going to go on Lash.
Who'd he foul last
his
time?
Second.
Don't matter.
Talon Sims.
Too close. Sims?
Yeah.
Makes that one.
Buchtel back up by 1.
Sean Waters, 9 points in the first half. His first points in the second half, and his second consecutively there. 2-point ball game, and get the lead back on the 3 throws do the Griffins. 6:40 here in the 4th quarter. They break the press, come into the forecourt, and set up the offense. Blanchard to the hole. Can't get it to go in. Great job getting position, and that'll get Rucker a foul.
I love the use of the head fake, Nolan Palmer.
Palmer, his 2nd rebound. He has yet to score any baskets, so this one could be a good opportunity for him. It should be Rutgers' third personal foul, both teams with 8 fouls. So we're in bonus, but just single bonus so far. Oh boy.
No rotation on that one.
Palmer misses. The team shot well as a team well from the free throw line. Trying to bring him some good karma, didn't work.
Oh, Sims, no. That's the cardinal sin. You might as well take it out
over.
of bounds with you.
He gets 2.
Blanchard says thank you very much.
Off the turnover.
Tied up again.
Purrier down the baseline, across to Rucker. Rucker, good position, gets it in.
Great body control by Derek Rucker.
He's got 10 here in the second half. And 15 overall. Goes up, Sims tries the block. Lash not able to get there.
Straight up there, I don't think there's any way Lash makes that shot. Just had no angle. Kind of bailed out with the foul. He'll take it. He did take it strong to the rack.
Lash comes in the line. Misses that one.
3 in a row for the Rams. Only 1 of 5 here in the fourth quarter from the line.
That was something that helped them in the first half, shooting very well from the free throw line, going 5 for 6.
What's the pair cuts it back to 1. They're going to bring three-quarter court pressure.
Tried for, now they have numbers the other way. Didn't get back quick enough.
Nice crossover. Now that's the crossover that should get the woo right there. Because that one got him to the rack and got him a big 2 points.
Kicks it out for a 3. Can't get it to go though. Rucker with the rebound.
Good look, just couldn't knock it down.
He's got 8 rebounds. Purrier brings it up. Slashes in, floats it up. Can't get it. It does get it to go. I thought Rucker was going to tip it, but he didn't.
Who
Purrier.
shot that? Purrier?
Purrier gets it in on the floor.
A nice ball game. 15 now for Purrier.
He had that written all over. Passed it off, got the ball back, and then went straight to the rack. That one
Timeout,
again.
Garfield.
Should. Waters on.
I Dick Vitale it, didn't I? Timeout, just like that. Buchtel back up by 7. Waters 13 now. Rucker and Purrier with 15 for the Griffins, and Waters right behind with 13. As it's back up to a 7-point game. Turnover. Garfield 26 now, and if they lose that in fourth quarter free throw shooting, going to be their demise.
Yeah, and we talked about a little bit, could they keep up the pace? They've played fast all throughout this game, but for a team that maybe doesn't play fast all the time, compared to a team that's their nature of what they are, is the Griffins. They play fast, they come after you with a full court press, and I'll give it to them. They haven't played well in each of the quarters so far this game, but do you have enough to get back in this game now down 7 halfway through? They haven't really turned it on until about the 3-minute mark. Luckily for them, not a lot of foul trouble for their team. No one with 4 fouls. On the other end for Buchtel, none of them with 4 fouls, but you do have a couple with 3 on both sides. And we're in the bonus, so any foul, we're going to go to the free throw line.
Inside 5 minutes, it's crucial time for Garfield. They're going to need it. They're going to need to get some good looks here. No more empty trips.
I think they'd like to get a good bucket here. They've really got nothing going so far.
That's a good bucket. Nolan Palmer.
His first basket in the ball game.
Didn't
they go
look
right
like a
into
guy that
three-quarter
hasn't scored all game.
His headband and his number, he looks like Paul Pierce.
Oh, that's good defense right there.
Moved his feet. They bring the ball into the forecourt. Rucker over to Waters. Waters back outside. Purrier double teamed in the zone. Here they come. He splits through it to the lane. On the floater, not there. And Sims with the rebound.
Big tip by Talon Sim, who struggled today, but gets a big basket there.
Lash for 3.
Oh, my
That
goodness.
one goes in. He missed a bunch in a row, but that one goes.
Shooter mentality.
Press goes right up to Rucker. 4-point game, 4 minutes left in the fourth. Rucker goes to the basket, doesn't get to go in. Sims with the rebound.
Sims
he
again.
Gets it in. 3-point play for Sims. A night where he couldn't get anything to go. The last 2 possessions, he's got it in, and
Huge
now
basket.
he can get 5 points here in the last 30 seconds. Coach McGill moving his chair. He's upset.
And the story of the game for the Griffins, who have not shot the basketball well, has been on the offensive glass. So many second chance opportunities. It is the sole reason they are ahead. That and they're forcing the turnovers has been the 2 keys for the Griffs.
Makes the 3 throw. Extends it to 7. 3:50 here in the fourth quarter. Breaking the press. Here they go. Into the corner. 3 ball up. 3 ball in.
One.
The shooting has come alive.
Miles Davis is a good-looking player, partner. 18 now for him. And
He's got
been
2
the one
threes
guy
in a row.
that's been under control.
Sims, that one doesn't go. Who's got the ball?
He doesn't point. He just says it's off of you.
I don't get that.
Just point.
Just tell me direction, color.
Back to 4 on 2 consecutive 3-pointers for the Griffins.
Kind of has his head up like he's
It's
angry
you.
though.
I have history there.
Do you?
Yeah.
3:31, 4-point lead for the Griffins coming around the corner. And they'll bring it back up top. Inside, outside, 3 ball up, no good. Rebound in the air. Great tipping from behind as he goes up. Blanchard has to tip it but can't keep it in bounds. It'll stay Griffin ball.
Got to
Great
tip that to yourself
athleticism.
inbounds, but yeah, saved and layup.
Well, he tried to tip it back, just not enough space.
I think
inbound.
he wanted to go. He didn't like to stand still. He likes to go fast.
Dylan Brown inbounding for the Griffins in to Waters. Waters over to Puryear. Puryear back to Waters. 3:15 here in the fourth.
You need a stop if you're the Rams. And Buchtel going to take a little bit of air out of it here. Got to keep it out of that high post.
This can sometimes, and it's happened before the Griffins, they get into this, we're going to move the ball around and stall, and they get totally out of their offensive sync. Sims gets the ball in there, has a shot, takes it, doesn't get it. Back the other way, Blanchard with the rebound. Brings it up, goes up top, gets it, basket's in, and the foul.
Well, he's the one guy that's playing just the speed
Lights
of the
out.
game, not too fast for him.
He's hit 2 threes in this quarter, and then he hits that basket for a 3-point play, potentially.
Very
On the
impressed
block.
with the way that Garfield has hung around in this game. They've had a couple of chances to check out and get beat by 15. They've cut it to 2 once again.
Rashawn Waters with his second foul. Subs coming in. The subs being, let's see here. Nolan Palmer coming in for the Rams. And Derek Harvey Jr. coming in for the Griffins. At the line.
Yeah, Harvey's been good tonight for the Griffins.
Got that
Hustle to the rebound.
Mango with the rebound goes up. Oh, he got it again! Back-to-back 3-point plays. And in the fourth quarter, he's got 10 points.
I'd say that's prime time. And
Well-
we're tied, partner.
And Daquan Mango,
Yes.
he out-hustled for the rebound. As the referees that have talked to them, both of them talking. And a warning to both of them.
Mango with the hustle play. Again, offensive rebounding. Miles Davis. How about 22 for him? Make it 23.
Career education player of the game ain't going to come easy tonight, Joe. Joe will have that for you.
A
Then the
steal.
Steal back the other way. And that's by Blanchard.
Go get it, Davis. Yeah, nice job by Blanchard. But he wants to go. Oh, how'd that not go in?
It almost went in for 3 consecutive 3-point plays. Blanchard will
Again,
go to the line.
I don't know about the shot selection there, but
Using speed.
he hangs in the air and draws the contact.
Now that'll be Dylan Browns for the Griffins. That'll be his 4th. 2:29 here in the fourth quarter. They have a 1-point lead. Do the Rams here at Buchtel. Visiting team trying to extend
in
it.
and out.
Can't get that one to go. Where is he at?
3 for 9 from the foul line in the fourth quarter.
Well, and Blanchard had a great third quarter, and he's been helped with Davis here in the fourth. Misses that one. Rebound. Back the other way for Rucker. He's got 9 rebounds. Puryear trying to go around. Double team now. To the right side. Did it go off his foot? They're saying it didn't.
What do you got Blanchard for in the fourth quarter?
I have him for a 2 and 2 missed free throws.
Okay.
All right?
I think.
All right. Thanks for the vote of confidence, Joe.
I'm trying to figure it out.
2:19 here in the fourth quarter.
You know, I had to.
What's 2 points in a final box score?
Oh.
Looked like he slipped on the floor when he tried to bring it back around. And that'll be a turnover. They're 20th now in the game for the Griffins. On the other side for the Rams, they're at 26.
That's what I got.
Much closer than you thought, but an ugly ball game at times. Cortez West comes in, replacing Nolan Palmer.
Garfield up 1 here. Trailed by as much as 11.
Not exactly what Joe and I expected here. We got a game here. 2 minutes now here in the fourth. They're not stalling. They're going to the basket.
I wouldn't stall. 2 minutes left. Rucker, double-double.
He's got 10 rebounds off the miss.
Buchtel now with a chance to take the lead.
150 now here in the fourth quarter.
I got to go to Rucker. I got
high post.
I got to go to Rucker.
They had a lot of success in that high post, and now
He's
we're not
in
seeing
there.
It. He's in the game. He's just not in the high post.
Get
Here
up
he comes
there.
to the high
Yeah.
post. They're just
Don't
see,
foul.
they started wasting time. And the offense.
They might be settling for one shot here. One real good
That's
shot.
a long shot, and you're not in the lead. You're not tied. You settle for one shot and you miss, you're done. Block, back the other way, block again, but that one will be a foul.
Got him with the body. They're going to get Lash.
He's got 2 blocks. Rucker's got 3 blocks. Puryear's got a block, and Miles Davis has a block.
And Derek Harvey,
The end of the block party.
Griffins have just been better when he's been on the floor tonight.
Wait again, go in.
Can't get that one to go. And I think Solomon in the game here at the end of the game, I think a lot has been because of his decision making at the point. He's getting them into their offense and definitely showed unselfish passing skills. Playing big minutes here in the second half.
Misses a second.
Big offensive rebound. Story of the night for the Griffins.
Puryear with his 4th rebound. Rucker from the foul line can't get it to go. Puryear had it,
God.
and he lost it. Now we got a scrum. We're playing rugby. Where are we going? Timeout awarded to the Griffins.
I mean, if I'm Coach McGill, can I get an over-the-back call on Puryear, please?
Tough timeout. Very tough.
Did you think I was over the back?
I don't know about
With a tackle? Loose ball foul. You can swallow them for a little bit, but goodness.
To me, it's hard to award a timeout in a scrum like that. Who has possession?
Yeah,
Everybody
but
has their hand on the ball.
You're awarding a timeout to a guy that just committed 2 fouls. Oh, he didn't because they weren't called.
1:04 left here in the fourth
Because
quarter.
they weren't called, they weren't fouls.
I swear, my association's going to watch one of these tapes, and I'm going to be disbanded. Just
No,
one.
you're not. I'm the one that's on the officials. I'm not in the association.
Exactly.
I'm in the technical game club. No, I'm not.
You're in the Homer Club. Who missed the 3 throw? For
Who
Buchtel?
hasn't?
Who missed the last 3 throw?
Well, I missed 2. Derek Harvey.
Harvey, okay.
And actually, that's the first. They're 4 for 6 from the line in the fourth quarter. Not to disparage them. That's not the reason why they're behind.
To me, I think you got to move this zone up. Make them force them to take a 3. They haven't shot well from outside. If you could take away that mid-range shot and Rucker from inside, I think you can let them try and shoot. No one's shot
Peter,
well.
we can't have 2 overtime games in one night, can we? JV game goes double OT. This one's a 1-point game inside a minute.
to Solomon, the JV, in here in crucial times for ball handling. We're not looking for a shot. There's a shot. Bad one, though. You could tell right on his elbow. It wasn't up and down. He wasn't getting a good shot. They go up. 3-on-1. Tipped around, and he's going to have a foul.
You can't turn it over.
Turn it over, yeah.
If you got
You had
numbers,
3-on-2, and if you didn't have a good pass, you bring it back out because you're winning the game, Joe. You're winning. You're up 1. You don't need to foul. Just hold the ball.
And now you're going to
If you held the ball, you get fouled, you get to shoot. Why are you making bad passes?
You're going to send Krishan Waters 4 for 4 from the line tonight to shoot 2.
You get into the forecourt and you stop. Just stop.
Make it 5 for 5 for Waters. He has 14.
I'll take the ball and lead at half court with 38 seconds, and you have to come out and foul me. Now they have, 27 turnovers, so.
Ice water.
Turn
Waters knows I like to choose him for career education player of the game, and it's another big play, and we have a timeout. It's
And
time
Coach
for
McGill was right there because he ran up the sideline. He should have said, stop, stop, just stop. We're winning. Stop running.
Now you can run your offense because you're down 1. 38.7
Now you can run
to
the
go.
offense and get a turnover and then really scoot. Sorry, go ahead.
Go
Read
ahead.
your spot.
Sure. Here's basketball here on APS 15, supported by Akron Public Schools, offering the International Baccalaureate Program. It's a rigorous 2-year program, Firestone High School, designed to meet the highest academic standards for any high school student in the world. Akron Public Schools at akronschools.com. I don't even need to look at it hardly. Man,
I was thinking when you.
we don't even have a teleprompter.
I saw on Facebook my one friend that covered for me the one week I wasn't here, and he watched the word baccalaureate on the air. Good job, Chris. Thanks for filling in.
Yeah, I remember.
All I hear, I called him.
Wasn't
I'm
it?
like, how'd the game go? It went pretty good, but I totally botched one of the spots. Some program at Firestone, the Bachelorette program.
Yeah, you should.
No.
You got to avoid that one when you're a first timer. Remember, we were like, I don't want to do that one.
Yeah, don't do that one. It probably took me a year or so to get comfortable with it. I'll be honest.
Are they going to get it up in 10? They do.
Got it up. You need to score now, though.
Nice spin move.
Oh, he's going to the line. I'm telling you, one of these ones has to be a charge. They're just taking the ball to the rack. I would just get out of their way.
Really the same thing we saw them do in the JV game. Their modus operandi is to attack, attack, attack. Chance to tie or take the lead. It's going to come down to the charity stripe.
You got to make one. Subs coming in.
Helps when you knock down that first one.
All right, subs coming in are going to be Taquan Mango in at guard for the Rams, and Nolan Palmer also in at forward.
That's the old offense for defensive substitution.
Mango's in a wait, so that means he's in for shooter. Made the first. 25 seconds left. And we're to stay at a tie ball game. Rucker with the rebound.
And now you got to go one shot if you're the Griffins.
And we're going to have timeout. Timeout.
11th rebound for Darius, I have to. Darius Rucker from Hootie and the Blowfish. Well, now he's a country singer, but.
He's probably the only country singer I like. I think I have like 3 of his albums, his country ones.
Because he's still got that.
Because he still sounds like Hootie.
Yeah, he is Hootie.
You basically added a banjo into some of the sounds. It's basically the same thing.
And that's how we can go from talking about 20.5 seconds left and we're tied.
And
we can bring in country music.
Yeah. That's about
Not
the extent
really
of my country.
music, yeah.
It's basically pop music that fell into the country music category.
He played, I think it was last year or the year before, he played at Clay's Park at that big festival they have down there.
Oh, really?
He's one of the headliners,
obviously. Yeah, and you know what? They played at, before he went into country, he was at the Canton Ribs Burnoff as Hootie and the Blowfish.
Yeah.
They went there. My brother went. And I was like, oh, man, you should have told me. But he said he usually goes to all the concerts at the Canton Rib Burnoff down there for Hall of Fame. He's like, I've never seen it that packed. There was people from everywhere just there because they don't
from
tour
every
anymore.
era. Yeah.
they didn't really tour, and I guess they approached him like, hey, would you do this? And they're like, sure, be fun.
Never know unless you ask.
Yep.
Buchtel
19 seconds left.
Zone's going to afford them to go one shot.
15. I'll let you know when we get to 10 and 5.
You want to go at 10.
Now we're at 10, and we haven't gone yet. We're at 5.
You're
3.
waiting too long to go.
2. We're not going to get a shot.
Don't foul.
We're gonna
Great
jump ball.
defense by the Rams.
A
Absolutely.
jump ball. The last 5
Great
seconds.
defense.
Let me know when I can throw something on the court, Peter.
That's why you got to go with 10, right?
15 seconds. You didn't get one shot off. You know you need a
Double
shot.
overtime night.
You need a
Bonus
shot to win,
action.
guys. Hello. We're in overtime.
Hey, the Zips game started the same time ours was supposed to, and it's been over for a half an hour, guys.
67-67 is what it's going to be at the end of regulation. I'll quit ranting and get back.
Great job jumping the ball there by the Rams.
Brought the zone defense out, played
And they
well.
tried to set a screen, and they just doubled the screen. Got big. Great defense to force the overtime.
Big fourth quarter for the Rams, outscoring the Buchtel Griffins 23-18.
We're paying for that. We're paying for the
for our last game.
yeah.
So, folks, I know you probably don't watch. I'm surprised you're watching this game, to be honest with you, but you don't watch all of our games. But our last game, it was like an hour and 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
It was the fastest game we've ever had in the 8 years we've been doing this.
For sure.
My wife didn't even know. She thought I was doing something else. I wasn't at the game. I was home so early. This game, though, we show up, and there's double overtime in the JV game, so we start late. This game, then you had 15 minutes for everybody to warm up. We're way behind schedule. Now this game goes overtime, but we have good news. You get 4 more minutes of Dave and Joe doing basketball here in APS 15.
Sims starting the overtime with a great hustle.
Goes in and hits that one.
That's Talon Sims that created that.
Waters.
Oh,
Dude, I call that more than I think any other official. Because guys are lazy. They don't come all the way out of bounds and they just throw it in. And then you get some coach like, why'd you call that? Well, do you think the other team would like the ball back when you don't do something right? Yeah. If you step out of bounds, well, you never stepped out of bounds. You're still in bounds. Great call.
17 now for Krishan Waters. Talon Sims with a great hustle there to get it started.
Tough shot. Possibly blocked back the other way. Comes Blanchard.
Got to stop ball. Not with that
stops
freight
him.
train.
First 2 points here in overtime. It's tied back up at 69.
Oh, Blanchard again.
Turn the ball over again.
That's going to be a reach.
And we're going to have a reach foul.
Blanchard, unbelievable speed, man, when he gets going.
And
Another left-hander.
Garfield, in the last 3 minutes of the fourth quarter, no turnovers. Stuck at 27, which was still a bit high.
You're right.
But now at the line. Solomon with
Blanchard.
Solomon with the foul.
Yeah.
His second. Blanchard at the line, misses.
He's now 1 for 5 from the line on the night.
Ugh, is what I say to that. Feels like he doesn't have it on his fingertips enough.
Solomon goes high for the rebound.
His second rebound in the game goes inside. Sims turns, pump fakes. Would have had a good shot on the pump fake. Goes up Purrier, not there on a quick shot. Back the other direction, but it stays. Griffin ball.
Rucker got away with what could have been his 5th foul there, too.
Rucker does. I have him for 3 fouls.
Well, then it would have been his 4th.
Yeah. I have Brown with 4 fouls. That's it. And Lash with 4 fouls. Could be wrong, though. In for
O'Shea Foster in.
O'Shea Foster in.
And he finds the open man. Good patience by O'Shea.
To Rucker. Rucker sinks it. 2-point lead. 3 minutes now here in overtime. Mango over to Davis. He'll set up the offense.
Yes.
Up top to Palmer. Over to Mango, to Palmer, to Davis we lost the ball. Okay, in the Lash, inside, shorthanded it, didn't get it to go in. Rucker with a rebound, his 12th. and looking to extend their lead. Bringing up the ball, Foster. Over to Puryear.
He's going to pull him out of the zone.
I'm not sure why Foster's in.
Passing.
I guess so. Well, he does have shooting. Eventually you have to get some fresh legs.
Well, let's foul him and see.
That's true. Back outside. Playing well. Can't complain about that.
No,
Oh,
no
turn the ball.
passing there.
Turn the ball
Lash gathers and the
over.
foul.
He wanted that one.
Yep. Good use of the head fake. Just can't get it to go.
I have a question. Did Lash used to play for North? I don't know why that's in my head. I feel like it is. I feel like we saw him at North.
Him and
last
Palmer
year.
were their big receiver threats in the
Maybe
football
that's it.
season.
I don't know. We have to cover North, I guess. I don't know.
North, I
came in
think,
my mind.
I think they're up to 6 wins now.
They played well last
yeah.
year when we covered them.
Getting better.
Gets out one to go, does Lash.
1 point game. Man, we've had good basketball tonight. Close basketball.
Close
anyway.
basketball.
Sloppy, but a lot of
Even.
clutch plays.
Sloppy but even.
Boy, 2 clutch free throws for Devontae Lash.
How can you even check your phone when you have this game going on, Joe?
What
2 minutes left here in fourth
is
quarter.
wrong with you? Maybe I was trying to get some updates. Scores.
Yeah, sure. For our tape delay.
Who knows? It might not be a delay by the time this one's over.
To Foster. 150 here in overtime. Jumps the route. Lash almost got it inside to
Great
Sims.
pass.
And he gets that one to go in, and we'll have, what do we have?
It's going to be a delay game warning. Delay game warning, and it's okay to get the warning because it always gives you a chance to set up your press.
He touched the ball after he made it.
Knock it away, yeah. What you got to do is you got to accidentally have it hit your foot. That gives you a chance to set up the press.
Joe, so technical.
It's legal. I mean, it's
Not by gentleman's rules, no.
this isn't golf. It's not a gentleman's game. Reverse
Setting
it.
up for
Give
Palmer.
it to him.
130.
Fire it.
Three-pointer up. Had his
That's-
hand a little bit,
yeah.
too.
Yeah, that's a
Rucker.
guy I want him shooting if I'm
13 rebounds for
Garfield.
Rucker and a 2-point lead with 120 here in overtime.
when do you foul if you're Garfield?
I don't
maybe
foul yet.
never. Right there.
But fouling means you're shooting free throws.
Yep.
So I wouldn't foul. But I understand why he did, because he's trying to make a play. Second foul for Davis. And into the way into the double bonus. If there would be 20 fouls, it'd be 20 fouls up there probably by now. Puryear at the line. 1 for 1. Now 2 for 2. Extends it to a 3-point lead now with 1:13 here in overtime. Sets up the second,
2 clutch
gets the
free
second.
throws.
2 from the line for him. Now a 4-point game as they bring the ball into the forecourt off the press.
That's a
He
double
traveled.
dribble. And travel. Foster, you got to take one here. He hasn't scored. That's a guy I'll foul. Foul him. He hasn't scored. Nope.
They're trying to get him to turn the ball over.
Don't.
49 seconds left.
Don't foul him. Don't foul him. Foul him. Don't foul Waters.
You're going to have to foul
Nice
here. You're
job
down
by
4.
Ford.
You're going to have to foul. You're down 4.
Nice job. Keep it, Waters. Great job by the Griffins. And they got the ball. After taking off 10 seconds, they got the ball in their best free throw shooter's hands as well.
30.9 seconds. Blanchard with his 4th foul. 1 away from fouling out. May not matter. Waters in the overtime here, a 3-point field goal to start him off. And now potentially 2 clutch free throws, made the first that could seal the deal. And he does. Perfect from the line tonight. They'll inbound with 30 seconds, down 6. For those of you at home, there's no 6-point baskets, but there is another turnover. Back the other way, and Waters goes up, but on the other end, Sims with the offensive rebound. He's got 9 and 2 points, 4 points at overtime for him. Lash to the basket. He's got 2 more points, and we have a timeout. Why? I have no idea. 9.2 left in the fourth quarter. You're down 6. Unless you've got Reggie Miller, you don't have a lot of help.
Great effort by the Rams, but it's going to come up short.
Well, and we said that for the JV team. Outstanding effort by the Rams. And you look at the Garfield program, not really known for basketball. Certainly have an identity in not the top tier, but on the cusp of it in football. Baseball up and down. I mean, depends on who comes out, but basketball, this has been a great growth year for the Rams. And you can tell the difference that coaching makes.
Well, last year this team would have hung around, and then in one of those Buchtel runs found themselves down 20. They just kept coming tonight to force the overtime. Couple key plays in this overtime, and Buchtel, to their credit, has clutched up. They've made all 4 of their free throws and a couple great looks. When Buchtel makes the extra pass, Dave, when they make the extra pass, they're a good basketball team. They just go through too many ruts and haven't done it enough.
They should call this game right now.
All they got to do is touch it. Why? Because the fans are on the floor?
It's over. Joe will have our City Series player of the game here right as the conclusion finally comes to us here in this ball game. 0.1 second. And that'll do it. An outstanding 12-point overtime for the Griffins as they come away with the win. And just outstanding effort for them as they're able to withstand a 6-point effort by the Rams, who had their lowest output there. Really played well in the fourth quarter, outscoring the Buchtel Griffins by 5 to tie things up. They played really well at the end of each quarter, but the beginning of each one they had problems. And you kind of look here, Joe, in overtime you only have 4 minutes, not the typical 8 and a quarter, and they played well. They played poorly, I guess, to start kind of this quarter or this section of the game as they did the entire game, so not a surprise there. And obviously the turnovers a big problem for them. Looking at it here with 29 turnovers, it's tough to win a ball game. You're glad that you're in it, but with 29 turnovers it is definitely difficult to win a basketball game without having that much possession of the ball.
They'll definitely look at that, and really the Griffins, the amount of offensive rebounds they had, because they did not shoot the basketball well. That's the story of the game. It took them overtime and an extra 4 minutes to do it, but they get the job done. A great effort by Audley McGill and his Garfield Rams. They were led by Miles Davis with 23 points, 18 for Devontae Lash, 13 for Tiante Blanchard. But the Griffins outlasted them tonight. Krishan Waters led the way, 19. Derek Rucker also with 19. Gerald Purrier with 17, and Talon Sims with all his points in fourth quarter and overtime, 10 points. But to player of the game in a game like this, I think it comes down to the most valuable player, and the most valuable player on the Griffins team is the one guy, if they didn't have, they wouldn't even been in overtime, and that goes to the double-double machine, Derek Rucker. He had 19, 13, I believe, 5 blocks to go with it. A great effort by a supporting cast tonight, but he's the glue. In the high post in the third quarter, they went to him about 4 times in a row, and when they go make a concerted effort to go through him, it shows you what this team can do.
Derek Rucker, congratulations. Career Education Player of the Game. Career Education is where students can choose from 30 different career education programs. For more information about those programs, go to apscareers.com. I want to help thank all of those that help make this process and programming for you here on APS 15, for our executive producer, Ryan Dumont, for our cameraman to my right, Peter George, who brought you all the pictures, for Joe Pacansky and myself, Dave Schick. Thank you for watching tonight's broadcast. And I want to thank all of those that helped make this whole thing possible. Our administrators, our teachers, our staff, and of course our students and our parents at home that do so much for our students here at Akron Public Schools. Good night.